talking about wrestling video games today. I freaking love video games. You know, yeah, she loves video games. She has a Twitch channel. It's right here. Well, what is it? What do you stream?
Okay. Games. I play
She said
games.
games, please.
Please, I play games. I saw her play Deep Rock Galactic, so if you're into that.
And Risk of Rain 2. And Looking at Me Suck. But other than that,
Yeah, she also plays Risk of Rain too, and
And coming soon, WWE 2K23.
yeah, she might play that.
She might stream it.
Even though she actually doesn't know much about wrestling, we kind of just forced her by gunpoint. Be like, "Hey, you better-
Please.
we need you as our media manager, lady." we just- what are your thoughts on that?
oh, sorry, I got distracted. No thoughts, brain empty.
Well, anyways, yeah, she streams video games, but wrestling video games is what we will be talking about today. Because WWE 2K23 is coming out in freaking like 8 days.
Almost a week, yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be fun. If you haven't checked out our video, we made a whole game guessing the overall ratings for the Wrestless World Championship, and we'll see who wins.
Yeah.
You will see who won that. You either got a new champion
Yeah, before we recorded that, I was the Wrestlers World Champion
without the belt.
without the belt yet. You know, if you go back and listen to episode, I believe it's 3, Jake made a promise, or episode 5, Jake made a promise that where he'd get me a belt. But he might be champion when he buys the belt. So
Yeah, I kind of I mean, I didn't forget. I just, technical difficulties. But yeah, so I'll tell you about wrestling video games.
tell us.
So, the first game I ever played and the first introduction to wrestling I've ever gotten
Yeah.
was on the PSP, the
PSP.
Smackdown versus Raw. Smackdown versus Raw 2007.
7. Oh, wow.
That was
wow.
the first, and that was my favorite video game for so long.
You know what, Jake?
Huh?
That is also one of my first, and in my opinion, the GOAT of wrestling video games.
Yeah.
2007 is my favorite SmackDown versus Raw.
I think I remember fucking in my story mode. I
Remember
think
fucking story mode?
there was like a story mode, right? I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
Road
like
to
the
WrestleMania or
yeah.
something?
Well, I don't think they did Road to WrestleMania. I think they were just doing like my WWE star or something like that.
And
My wrestler or
Were you able to
something.
pick any star? I think
You could, or you can do the custom star. Yeah.
I picked Shawn Michaels,
Oh,
and that's when I fell in love
Heartbreak
with
Kid.
Shawn Michaels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my god, his theme song's so cool. He
Yeah.
kicks. This was before I really knew anything about wrestling. And
How old were you?
I was probably 4
Wow, just a baby.
or 5, I think.
Wow.
And I remember when Edge came up with Candice Michelle and turned my poor little Shawn Michaels into a little girl.
Little cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like remember when that happened? When
I do. Candice Michelle and Edge like tuck Shawn Michaels or whoever you picked.
Yeah, man, what the fuck? He didn't just do that to Shawn Michaels, turn him
For
into
real.
a girl.
He's a sexy boy.
He's not a sexy girl.
Yeah.
Everyone in public hears this. This is great.
We do have people behind us, and hopefully they're entertained, and hopefully they'll become fans of the Restless podcast after this.
Yeah,
Probably not.
honestly.
They'll probably feel annoyed that
I
we're here.
remember I went through SmackDown versus Raw 2007, and I went through every single member of the roster with my dad, who wasn't a big wrestling fan, but he knew like what it was, who
Yeah.
the big stars were. He loved Steve Austin. He loved The Rock. And I remember I remember for the longest time I called Chris Benoit
Benoit.
because that's what my dad used to say, pronounce it. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is a Chris Benoit. He's not a good guy. And I'm like, why?
Why is Chris Benoit not a good guy, Jake? Tell me.
I don't know.
I only hear great things about him, especially as a father.
Yes.
They tell me like if you're going to be a good father, you need to be like Chris Benoit.
Yeah, he kind of killed his son and wife. But anyways,
Role model. Hero.
yeah, Chris.
We'll save it for the Chris Benoit episode.
There's gonna be a Christmas episode, Halloween episode. Yeah, Chris Benoit. That was great. I remember, I think Vito was in that game.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a
So-
bunch of Kid Cash.
So that's a great thing about SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. You had the huge roster. Unfortunately, no Jeff Hardy. But yeah.
Man, but
Mhm.
no Jeff Hardy.
No Jeff Hardy. You had Matt Hardy in the game though.
Mhm.
And this is, I believe, the introduction of the MyGM mode.
Oh, was
The
it? Yeah.
very coveted original MyGM mode, which was so awesome, so much fun. I remember like staying up with my friends for like 8 hours straight, just trying to book the best show. And the great thing about it, they booked it like kayfabe, unlike the 2K today, where it's kind of out of kayfabe when you do GM mode. It kind of just shows you like, oh, you get to pick who's the winner and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Uh,
But I remember it just being so much fun, especially the draft, right? Like just
yeah.
like you and your friends being
It's been
like,
so
who gets the
long.
first pick? Who gets the first pick?
I need to install it in like an emulator or something. I
Yeah.
need to play it again. You're
Don't
good.
worry. Yeah, don't worry, guys. You will see 2K23 my GM mode coming from us, where we play. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
one of us will have to purchase. Well, I already pre-ordered.
We're getting false promises up in here. But nah, yeah. And I remember, so you played Mortal Kombat, have you?
I used to stream on Twitch Mortal Kombat 11.
Fuck
Yeah.
I was I remember I went to a gas station once and I got an action figure of Johnny Cage. This whole time I thought this motherfucker was a WWE wrestler. But I never knew his name. Because this was before I even played Mortal Kombat. But I had this Johnny Cage action figure and I made him in WWE Smackdown versus Raw. Not only in 2007, but 2008,
Wow.
2009.
Yeah.
And he was called The Glasses.
Wow. You just wasn't called Johnny Cage.
No, I didn't know his name. I called him The Glasses.
The Glasses.
Dude won the tag team belts with Shawn Michaels. Dude did a heel turn with John Cena.
What?
He just betrayed John Cena.
Oh my God.
He won.
The Glasses. The Glasses and Shawn
The
Michaels.
Glasses was an 8-time Royal Rumble winner. Dude was cold.
Oh my God.
I loved Royal Rumble mode. Oh my
God. I remember like customer like character creation in 2007 and 2008 was so much fun, and I remember distinctively how I'd always create my character. It was the Rocky like American flag boxing shorts, no shirt,
Yeah.
paper bag over the head with like eye holes cut out, and then like for some reason he had red chest hair, and that was it. No shoes either. Yeah, I don't know why. Like this was my fascination. Like when I
What
was
was
a
his
kid,
name?
I would give him my name, Hobby.
That's
It
lame.
would be me. Yeah.
Fucking, but character customization, like you don't even gotta be a wrestling fan to really.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
It's so fun. Like there's so much to it, and it's like so fun and fucking stupid.
It takes me like an hour to do my whole character.
Yeah, it's you want to make it perfect.
Yeah, especially in fucking WWE when you're like, it's online mode too.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, from SmackDown v Raw to 2K, so I think SmackDown v Raw 2011 or 10 they started this community creations.
Yeah.
That like some people make the most amazing shit.
Everyone keeps trying to make Chris Benoit and trying to make him playable, and they
Anoint.
get banned from the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Uh, people are obsessed with I remember they had to take like the crossface out of the game. They had to take
Really?
the flying headbutt out. And
Not the yes lock.
not the yes.
You know what's funny? All the fucking Chris Benoit's moves are just Daniel Bryan's
Yeah,
moves.
it's
Now.
basically if you're a good technical wrestler, Chris Benoit moveset.
Yeah, Dean Malenko, you get that Chris Benoit moveset. But what would you say is now? I believe at least I'm too young for this. I'm too young. WWF No Mercy.
Yeah.
The SmackDown v or not SmackDown v Raw. Was it WWE Here Comes the Pain?
Yeah. So that was my first wrestling video
Mm.
game. Is Here Comes the Pain.
Tell us more about Here Comes the Pain.
Dude, Here Comes the Pain was so freaking cool. But it was cool. But an even better one, in my opinion, was SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Dude,
Yeah.
SmackDown Shut Your Mouth was like the game when I was growing up. It was such a departure from the old wrestling video games. Now you have like 5 signatures building up to your finisher. And I remember like for the first time, this is not the first time, but it was pretty new at the time, and we were going crazy. We thought, oh, the graphics are amazing. The Rock can actually take the elbow pad off his arm and throw
That's
it into the
crazy,
crowd.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a while back then. I remember going over to my best friend's house at the time, and since it was a PS2, we'd share memory sticks. And we'd stick in
those memory card things.
Yeah, the memory cards. And I remember like you could customize your character. The career mode in there was so good, and I put myself in a faction, with who?
Who?
Billy and Chuck and Rico. At the time I didn't know they were gay. I didn't know they were
Gay lovers.
I didn't know they were like pretending to be gay and like really playing that up.
So
I just
they
thought
were pretending.
I just thought they were really cool. And I was like, I love the headbands. I love the theme song. So yeah, me, Billy, and Chuck and Rico.
Oh yeah, man. Fucking polygamy. What's it called? Yeah.
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous. I remember. So I used to play like those old school wrestling games, like SNES, that
Wow.
type stuff,
Yeah.
or arcade. What a fucking drastic departure they've had from that until now.
Yeah.
Undertaker used to actually throw out actual tombstones at people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan would throw out like rosary beads because he's like,
say your prayers.
Say your prayers. Like, what the fuck? You can't be doing that shit.
Yeah.
Or like, but I love the retro covers of the 8-bit covers, the theme songs.
Yeah.
Like Shawn Michaels' theme song, Bret Hart's. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But then there was like WCW. I think WCW had like FMV type like like type introductions.
Mhm.
It was so shitty.
Yeah.
So garbage. I think if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I grew up with sorry if by the way, if the
Whoa.
camera's all wobbly, we're on a table that's wobbly. This is podcasting on a budget.
Yeah.
Episode
6.
Episode 6.
Episode 16. If we're still like this, go ahead and unsubscribe.
Go ahead and unsubscribe. Yeah. And I remember WWE 12, one of my another great one.
Yeah, Randy on the cover.
Randy on the cover. Brock was DLC.
Yeah.
Michael Cole was DLC.
Wow, all my coal miners out there.
Coal miners. JR for some reason. Hell yeah. But
I love good barbecue sauce.
that was a good Road to WrestleMania story because I remember
Awesome
the
Road to
United
WrestleMania.
Kingdom where it was
Yeah.
William Regal, Sheamus, Wade Barrett,
Drew McIntyre, right?
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Thing. Imagine that as an actual faction.
Dude, you can do it today. You basically have Brawling Brutes, right? But Drew, Sheamus, Wade Barrett. You have guys, Finn Balor. You have actually in 2K22, I believe they had a similar faction with Becky Lynch, Finn Balor, and someone else, I believe, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. Yeah. Butch. So I wish they did more stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I tried playing 2K22's little story mode, My Career, when you create your own character and you do. I wasn't a big fan of it.
2K22, the My Career?
Yeah, My Rise or something.
Yeah, My Rise. The My Rise mode was pretty.
It just felt
pretty
like
empty.
just completing a bunch of side quests, pretty much. and
It's
it just
super
felt-
repeatable. You just do the same thing the whole time.
I just couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't really deal with it. It's crazy to think that the main bad guy, Paragon, what's his name, is voiced by LA Knight.
Yeah, right?
I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I hear it, and I'm like, oh, it's LA Knight.
I know. And now he's gonna be in the game.
Yeah, say yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh, my keyboard.
His keyboard cover.
All right. Now Jake's on. All right. Thank you. So SmackDown.
His keyboard fell off.
No. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 though, the Road to WrestleManias, there's specifically one where you can play as Edge and Christian. And Edge wins the World Heavyweight Championship and Christian wins the WWE Championship. And at the time, Christian was my favorite wrestler. So I had the time of my life playing that. And I remember that they're like, we're the masters of the universe. And then they would like swap titles all the time. I wish that happened in real life. That would have been awesome.
There's so many Road to WrestleMania stories on wrestling that would actually like
the Dolph Ziggler one.
The Dolph, which one?
Where he has to like face the Undertaker and the Phantoms.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I remember. I think one of the cool things about I think it was 2K22. I think, or maybe it was like 2K21 or something. It was one of those My Rise, My Careers where you were facing Bray Wyatt, I think, and then he was like in the haunted house or something.
Yeah.
And then he was just like going through. You were beating him with a shovel. You were fighting Eddie Guerrero with the
Rey Mysterio. Wait, is
the
that
Rey Mysterio?
the Rey Mysterio showcase this year?
Yeah.
Or was that the showcase?
No, it was.
No, that was the My Rise. Yeah, that was 22.
You were like fantasizing about it, or like hallucinating that Eddie Guerrero was there. Fantasizing about it sounds sexual, but
yeah, those are crazy, and it's interesting to see like how those fantasy elements carry over from SmackDown versus Raw to WWE.
It's so stupid, but it's awesome.
WWE
it's
2K.
Fun.
Remember Matt Hardy taking you all over the multiverse? Yeah. But how do you feel about the shift from like SmackDown versus Raw to just like WWE 12, WWE 13, to eventually getting bought out by 2K.
Like the titles or the games?
Like the games themselves coming from now they're 2K games. How do you think
Um,
2K does
well,
as a publisher?
I feel like 2K, it's either a hit or a miss. 2K20 was so bad they needed a timeout.
Dude, I
time
remember
off.
buying that game and playing it. Like I stopped playing 2 days in.
But it's so
S-
funny.
It's
Like,
funny bad.
It's fun,
Yeah,
but it's like something you wouldn't pay $60 for,
yeah.
right?
I paid 70.
Oh man, it's like me when I got Cyberpunk, pre-ordered it, waited it for so long.
Oh man.
Yeah, spent like $60 on it, and then it was like
I
some
see
games.
I see Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk in a lot in the community creations. in
Really?
2K, yeah.
Man, but I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah,
about 2K.
SmackDown v Raw is some of the best games I've ever played. Even like from 06 to probably 11, 10
Yeah,
was amazing. And then
they had that 3 game stretch, like the first Smackdown Raw, 07 and then 08, the best 3 wrestling video games of the generation.
honestly. And then you had 12 and 13. I really liked 12 and 13. They were pretty good. 2K14 I didn't mind as well. I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah,
I
there's
liked
The Rock on the cover, right?
yeah.
14. Yeah.
I had the Daniel Bryan cover actually, the custom
Oh,
cover.
interesting.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
But I got the thing I loved about 13 was the Attitude Era mode.
Mhm.
That was fun to go
That was
through.
awesome.
But the 2K series, again, it's always hit or miss. 2K15 was 2K16 was awesome.
Yeah, 2K16 was fun.
2K17, I don't even remember it too much.
You know, I
honestly.
have a bold statement. 2K20 was pretty bad. I don't think it's the worst 2K though. 2K18, in my opinion, is the worst one ever.
was on the
Seth
cover
Rollins
of
on
it?
the cover. That
I don't think I played that
that
one.
My rise or that my career mode was the worst thing I've ever played. It's
I-
so dumb. It's so stupid. It's the most repeatable thing ever. What I will say 2K got right though is the showcases. Doing
Mm.
superstar showcases is Austin. Last year, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio showcase was so much fun.
The Daniel Bryan showcase.
Daniel Bryan.
I had the AJ Styles cover. I think that was 2K19. That wasn't
19.
bad.
19 wasn't terrible.
I thought it wasn't anything too special though, which kind of made me like about it, but it wasn't bad. It was a okay game, I guess.
Yes.
And then they took a little break, and then we'll discuss more about some other games
Mm-hmm.
here in a bit. But WWE 2K22 or was the first
Yeah.
game to come back, and
Yeah,
that was a
2K
fun game.
I'm so glad they took the break because 2K22 when it came out really like went leaps beyond what 2K20 was. Updated the graphics so well, added the great Rey Mysterio showcase, brought back finally my GM mode. The long awaited return for me, my favorite game mode from SmackDown vs. Raw, finally made a comeback to 2K.
I didn't really like my GM mode in 2K22 too much.
It's fun. It could be better, and I saw the up down down video of 2K23, and it already looks like way better. I'm so happy about
Yeah.
it. I wish there was a like if you could play something similar to like 2007 2008 my GM mode.
Mhm.
They don't have that unfortunately, but it's still awesome.
I loved how in like WWE 13 or 12 or 12 the soundtracks like David Otunga's theme song.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
way, oh, oh, way,
Full cover.
oh.
Okay, you got it. Hit it.
I love that, like David Otunga's theme song, man. Or Cody
He's married to
Rhodes.
Jennifer Hudson.
He is.
He is.
Or what? I think he divorced actually.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. He could officiate his own divorce.
Yeah, he's like, I'm signing the papers and all this. But yeah.
Speaking of soundtracks, 2K22 soundtrack. What do you think? MGK doing the soundtrack.
I forgot MGK did the soundtrack.
It was all right.
I didn't honestly, low key. I kind of turned off all the official songs,
All the songs.
and then just put on the WWE theme songs.
Yeah,
because
I do that too. But
Yeah.
I leave some of them in. They had some good songs on there.
Didn't
I turned off all the MGK songs.
but the theme wasn't The Rock like producing the music then, or
For which one?
he did one of them. I'm pretty
Might have
sure.
done 14, the one he was cover on.
Huh?
He might have done 14 because he was the
Maybe. Or
cover
maybe it
athlete.
was 15. It was probably one of the earlier ones. I
But-
remember he did one.
But apparently John Cena curated the 2K23
Yeah, and it looks
playlist.
nice.
It looks great.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, man.
I
I'm so
can't
excited
think
for
of-
that.
Is it Post Malone? I think
Post Malone on there, yeah, with Travis Scott and Ozzy Osbourne.
that's a weird three trio.
Yeah, they have that song "Take What You Want."
Yeah, that reminds me of that one time when ASAP Rocky was doing music with Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, those musics fucking hit, and I love to create my entrances for all those
Yeah.
games. Oh, yeah, let me. I don't think I ever answered my question. Is SmackDown v Raw 2K? Yeah, SmackDown v Raw is thousands times better than 2K.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't enjoy 2000 SmackDown around 2011.
I
Other
don't
than
remember
the
it too much.
other
No.
than the Road to WrestleMania stuff, even 2010 wasn't a super big fan. 2009 was all right.
They have their plus, like Community Creations. That was the
I think after 2008 though, that's the downfall of SmackDown versus Raw.
yeah.
That first SmackDown versus Raw, what was really cool about it is you can assign like finishing moves to other superstars. So the
Yes.
Big Show doing the 619 was the funniest thing to me all the time. Or the Big Show coming out with the Tori Wilson entrance.
The introduction with the Inferno match, I think in 2009, I think.
9, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's awesome.
So cool.
They have so many good matches that they had back then, which they don't put in the WWE games now.
Yeah, they have the create your match thing, but it's really like you don't have many options.
Nah, it's kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
I want a War Games match. I think
They added
they're
War
bringing that.
Games.
They're
Yeah.
adding War Games finally.
War Games is in there. It's gonna be super cool. I wish, like me and Jake were talking off camera, like we wish they did a multiple man Iron Man match. But you said there was one, right?
In like in the games or in real life?
In real life, but
In real life,
I,
yeah. We're talking about I forgot what it was, the NXT Deadline or something.
yeah.
I'm looking it up right now because he's saying he
Oh,
doesn't
that was the
remember
Shawn
it.
Michaels challenge, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the pack challenge.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't watch it, to be honest. No.
That was like fucking that match was banger, man. That match was awesome, and they had the championship scramble matches too, which was kind of Iron Man.
Championship scramble matches were awesome.
Yeah,
Brian Kendrick being WWE champion was like the highlight of SmackDown for me.
Fucking let's go, dude.
Yeah.
He should have kept that thing, man.
Kendrick should have had that AEW debut
We're
against
not
John
talking about
Moxley.
Brian Kendrick. We're talking about
Sorry, the Brian Kendrick,
Yeah, Brian
dancing
Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick.
He was actually a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good wrestler. He's a bit weird,
Dude,
but
his finisher, sliced bread. I love it. I love sliced
Man.
bread.
He should. I love my boy Brian Kendrick. Besides his weird shit, he's pretty weird.
Besides denying the Holocaust happened.
Like,
By the way, if you're interested in the Holocaust, go listen to episode 4 of the Wrestless podcast. Make sure to go check that out.
it was Rochelle's idea.
Yeah, Rochelle's
No,
denied the
history
Holocaust.
major. What?
I'm a political science major too.
No,
Who red flags? Yeah.
I'm a political science minor.
Make a whole like fucking episode on like politics and wrestling.
Politics.
We
Oh,
could.
dude, we could. Vince McMahon, steroid trial.
Linda McMahon Senate campaign.
The 2 failed Senate campaigns.
Oh my god.
Wow.
But
The giant donation to the Trump administration so they can run during the pandemic. Yep.
while budget cutting everyone.
Yep.
But
Back to video games.
back to video games. We got all political up in here. Let's talk about some random video games like WWE Legends.
Yeah,
That
Legends of
one,
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. Remember
Dude,
that?
I loved how they made everyone like stylized and like really big and buff.
I liked
Like
it.
even Rey Mysterio looked huge.
I didn't like it.
What?
Like I thought
It was fun.
I thought it was such a good concept, but as a kid, I've been playing since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But as a kid, it just pissed me off. Cause it just, I don't know, maybe because I wasn't good at it, but it just that could do
Wow.
something to you. But it just pissed me off. I didn't enjoy it. And I thought I was gonna enjoy it.
Wow.
My review. This is IGN 4.0.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Whack.
But nah, maybe if I replay it, I'll enjoy it because I still
Yeah.
have it in my PS3 library.
What was your most played video game as a kid? Wrestling video game. Have you played any wrestling video games, by the way?
I just know of wrestling, like from kids. They would talk about it.
Oh, okay.
It's too cool. She played.
Yeah, it's too cool for
She
wrestling.
played Pokemon. Yeah.
Ooh.
But I probably SmackDown v Raw 2009.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Either that one or 2008. 'Cause I love 2008 with like the ECW cast.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that.
It was a very small roster, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
That's
it
probably like my
was.
second most played.
Yeah. That and this is one of the SmackDown v Raw. Well, actually, no, that's a lie because I did play 2K16 a lot,
Mm,
a little too
the Austin
much.
one, yeah.
Bro, like, oh my god. Like I was telling him who's my world champions in my
Yeah.
current WWE universe, which I love WWE universe. That's all I would play in 2K16.
I never really play universe mode. I don't.
It's because
I gotta get into
it's
it.
pretty much just my GM,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
pretty much like, which is why I enjoyed it so much because
Yeah.
I was building the matches, building the promos, and then like I had freaking Chris Jericho win the Rumble and go against the Undertaker on WWE 12. I had Jack Swagger win the WWE Championship, United States Championship, and the World Heavyweight Championship all at once.
Wow. Did
I
they
don't
have
know
like double
why.
title entrances at the time?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank God they're bringing those back, right? Finally, double title entrances
They
come
removed
back.
it?
Yeah, double title entrances
didn't-
haven't been in the game for a while.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. 2K23 is bringing them back though.
But
Yay!
but yeah, that was Legends of WrestleMania.
Wait, speaking of 2K23, I just saw this yesterday. You know what's an awesome feature they've added that's never been in any wrestling video game? Now, when you're in the Royal Rumble and there's a tag team in the match, they will not fight each other.
That's awesome.
That's
Actually.
so cool.
That's really
Yeah,
fucking
they'll
awesome.
actually just wait on the other person to come out, and they'll only fight each other if they're the final 2 or 3. It works in a faction too, so if it's all the bloodline in there, they will not fight each other.
That is awesome.
That's so awesome.
Finally.
Yeah.
Watch this be like a shitty game.
I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be one of the best wrestling video games we've ever
I saw
seen.
one TikTok that I sent him, I think, where it was like a backstage brawl,
Yeah.
and Johnny Gargano just kicked Dexter Lumis into a spotlight.
And he died.
I'm like, damn, damn, you can't be doing that.
Yeah.
But so another game. Do you remember WWE All Stars?
I do.
What do you think about All Stars?
I didn't play it much, to be honest.
I wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah. So I honestly couldn't tell you much. I will tell you my most played wrestling video game involved no wrestling. My most played wrestling video game is WWF Crush Hour. Have you heard of Crush Hour?
I've heard. Is that the racing game?
It's the one with cars, but they're not racing. It's like Twisted Metal where they have to kill each other.
I've
Dude.
heard of it. Yeah.
I played this game probably for over 1,000 hours as a kid. This is so much fun. This was so much freaking fun. I remember
Rocket League for wrestling.
I loved just like picking the cars, and Vince McMahon was the final boss, and it's like,
Really? Oh,
yeah, it's like
shit.
in the Volkswagen, Hardy, and I was like, oh my god, this is so freaking cool. In the sports car, Chris Benoit.
Entering in the modified ATV, Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit was in it.
Oh man.
It was so awesome. Rikishi had the steamroller because of his ass. Yeah, he had the fat ass, so he'd be steamrolling people with it. Dude,
Dumpy.
yeah, the dumpy. I have to go back and watch like Crush Hour gameplay because it's so much fun.
I need because I've heard of
Please,
it. But I've never watched
please,
it.
like go check it out. If I can, I'll have to go and literally just buy a PS2 and buy Crush Hour just to play it again because I will spend hours on it. You lose them?
I'm scared that I lost my wallet.
Here, you can go check.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
pause the-
I got this. Richelle, hop on the mic.
Now that he's gone.
Yes, Richelle has something to say
What
for
did
all
I
you
say? What
Restless
did I
fans out
say?
there. Richelle, what do you have to say?
Keep tuning it.
Her.
Wow, Jake has been a complete heel to
Hold on,
Richelle
hold on, I
today.
forgot what I was gonna say.
I attacked her off camera by accident.
For real, you can share.
Chair toed her. That
Yeah.
means I put a chair. I put your head on the chair, and then I hit your fucking head with another chair.
Dang.
Dang. Can you do a concerto in the video games? In the games?
I don't know.
They should add that. Remember in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, one of the abilities you had is if you're an extreme wrestler, you can make yourself bleed, and then all your attacks are like doubled. So like Sandman
Really?
would hit himself in the head with the chair until he bled.
Oh shit.
And but if you played a first blood match and you did that, you'd lose.
Damn,
so
bro.
if you activated your ability in a first blood match, you lose.
I always loved stealing people's finishers, bro,
Dude,
and beating them with that.
honestly, bro.
I'm such a bitch. Bro.
Seeing the Great Khali do a 450 splash is like the best.
But WWE All Stars, I remember that. I wasn't a big fan of the story mode. I wasn't a big fan of.
I really don't remember it, to be honest.
It's just not a fan.
I wasn't, but I remember when Blockbuster was still a thing.
Yeah.
I really wanted it, but
Yeah.
my aunt was like, "No," and I'm like, "Please, I want my WWE All Stars."
He's 19 at the time of that.
Yeah, I was 19 at that age.
I don't think you're even 19 yet, right?
Almost there.
Almost 19. Almost there.
Doxing me, doxing my age.
Oh, my bad.
But ladies, I'm single.
He's 40.
I'm 46. But let's
Um,
not forget about other WWE games like Supercard.
Oh. No, I'm just kidding. I don't play
Actually-
Supercard.
Actually, you haven't played
No,
Supercard?
I haven't played
I
Supercard.
actually don't mind it. It's not bad. It's something you do like on your free time, I guess. It's
Yeah.
fun getting some like cool ass cards.
Yeah, they're like my faction now, right? My faction now you have cards, and now my
Yeah, it's
faction is
stupid, though.
finally online. It's not stupid anymore. They have an online mode.
Like in
So you-
22 or 23.
23. So you're gonna build your faction, and you can actually like face my faction, for example.
I
So
guess.
that adds. It's like NBA 2K with their My Team mode. Now they've improved it for WWE, so now it's
I don't
actually
understand
fun.
why you need trading cards in a console game.
I think NBA has made it so much fun. Like that is the most fun game mode in the NBA game is the trading card
I
mode.
guess I haven't played NBA 2K or at least the trading
Yeah.
card, or I know FIFA does it too.
Yeah, and I know like WWE can like FIFA has Ultimate Team. Yeah, so I feel like there's no reason why WWE can't do the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's, so we mentioned that in 2020, I think, that WWE or 2K took a break with WWE 2K games and made WWE Battlegrounds.
Yeah,
What
and
was
Damian Lillard, the NBA player, is in there.
Really?
Yeah,
know that.
because he's a huge WWE fan.
That's weird. That's like when MGK was in 2K22.
Yeah, or
Kelly
Logan
was in
Paul,
2K Logan Paul. Well, he was a wrestler though.
or Bad Bunny, I guess.
Yeah, but Machine Gun Kelly,
Yeah,
he got thrown off a stage by Kevin Owens. You know what's funny? He probably has a higher overall than fucking like R-Truth.
yeah, and Shanky.
Shanky.
Fuck.
That's Shanky disrespect, bro.
For real, no more Shanky slander. My man's on the floor dancing. Let him be.
But yeah, so how about, have you ever played any wrestling games that weren't WWE?
I was about to mention that this year, WWE 2K23 is coming out, but also AEW Fight
Fight
Forever is coming
Forever.
out, and they had to remove CM Punk off the cover because what CM Punk do?
I think he was just helping the homeless.
Yeah, I think one of
Not
his
too
homies
much.
just bit Kenny Omega too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
He's a very nice guy though.
for sure. But AEW Fight Forever,
No, he's not.
AEW Fight Forever is being produced by THQ, who produced most of the SmackDown vs. Raw games.
What an anime betrayal.
Thompson.
You just switch
Yeah.
companies, bro. You can't just do that.
But I like it because they're going for a more like arcade-ish look.
Yeah.
You know, the graphics are not realistic per se. They don't need to be. They're giving us something different than what WWE 2K is giving us because they know if they just do what 2K is doing, they're not gonna be able to compete at
Yeah.
all. So people who are fans of the older SmackDown vs. Raw with the bigger rings, more cartoonish look, abilities, different camera cuts and angles are gonna love this game. I'm actually excited for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it too. I guess like I haven't been fully convinced to be too excited because I haven't seen much of the game. Like I've seen trailers, gameplay trailers, and it looks nice, but nothing that stood out to me so far. But it's
I wouldn't
very
pay $60
interesting.
for it.
Oh,
I wouldn't pay
if
60.
you gave it to me for free, I'd be like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'll play this.
Wow.
I'll play it good.
Yeah.
I would. But I do have high hopes for it though. I'm pretty sure it could be good, but we'll see. It's one of those games where I'm scared that it could be bad.
It could be another TNA Impact.
Oh no!
You know what? One of the TNA games was actually pretty good because you had to start off in Mexico as a like lucha fighter and make your way to TNA, and you have to fight like Homicide in Mexico or Suicide. Sorry, Suicide.
Wasn't Suicide like a gimmick that was made in a game, and then he like was an actual he
Yeah.
became a TJ Perkins, right?
I think so. And you know what's
Yeah.
crazy is like when TNA did their action figure line, they couldn't put Suicide on the box, so they put like I don't know what they put. They put something way different though. They put something like way childlike.
Like fucking hugger,
Criminal.
bad guy number 2. But
Yeah.
nah, I mean, yeah, I played TNA Impact when I was younger.
Or Angle on the cover and a couple
Sting,
other
I
people.
think.
Yeah, Sting.
Samoa Joe, I think.
Yeah,
And
Joey Samoa.
I just couldn't dig with it because I wasn't a TNA fan, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't super fun.
So maybe if I was a TNA fan, I would have enjoyed it more. I don't
Yeah.
know, but because it was one of those things where I didn't know TNA had a game. I knew what TNA was at the time when I was younger. But
WWE Rejects.
WWE Rejects, I was like, Kurt Angle's on the cover. Which, oh, by the way, SmackDown v Raw 2006 or 7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Made me hate Edge because of that whole Shawn Michaels thing. I just want to reiterate that. Fuck you, Edge. Don't turn my boy Shawn Michaels into a sexy girl. He's a sexy boy.
girl.
Sexy girl. But
He's not your boy toy.
no, he's my girl toy. Sadly, yeah, that's such a shame. But
I'm gonna insert the GIF of The Rock raising his eyebrow right there. Right when you said that.
There was also that one game which I enjoyed a lot. It was called Fire Pro Wrestling, something like that.
I haven't heard of it.
What was it called?
Are you talking about 5-star wrestling? The
No.
one with the fake characters like fuck, Randy Orton instead of Randy Orton, and they had Greg Hardy.
I think I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about though.
It was like Greg the Heartman Hardy.
Fire Pro Wrestling World.
Oh, was that Kenny Omega? And
Yeah,
Kushi- or-
Kota
oh,
Ibushi, Okada. It looked like this.
No, I never played it. Never played New Japan games.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
They thought
I
they
had to
were doing
double-check what
sexual
audio
positions. You
was.
probably can't see this. But yes. Fire Pro Wrestling World. I love Fire Pro Wrestling World. I love there's this one game which was like I think that was the one you're talking about, where it's like just a bunch of Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. It had instead of Dynamite Kid, it said Dynamite Pegasus. Yeah, it had Greg the Heartman. Oh, Harvey D. Instead of RVD, it was just
Ain't no way,
Harvey D.
Harvey D.
Yeah, Harvey D.
And it was like shitty graphics too, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I saw like a Dan Klopp's Chris
Yeah,
Danger.
Dan
Yeah,
Klopp.
he played it. That was fun.
Man,
BDE played it. Yeah, Xavier Woods.
fucking yeah. And then there's this one, I think it was called Backyard Wrestling.
Yeah, with the
Insane
Insane
Clown
Clown
Posse.
Posse on the cover and New Jack.
Yes, New Jack was
Yeah,
in the game.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
it was just a bunch of like, who just fucking
Why?
ruined our podcast? Who ruined our podcast? We're
Wonder if
leaving
the
that
mics
in.
picked that
We're
up.
leaving that
Yeah.
in.
Who's like your? Let's say you only have to play as one superstar for in all these games for the rest of your wrestling video game career. What superstar are you using? Is it Shawn Michaels? And why is it Shawn
It would,
Michaels?
and what? Because I fucking love Shawn Michaels.
Let's say you had to do a competitive like tournament, WWE 2K tournament. What superstar are you using?
Honestly, I would probably use AJ Styles.
Interesting.
Because at least recently in 2K22, that's all I've been playing as AJ
Yeah.
in online mode. At
Yeah.
least it's usually either AJ Styles or Seth Rollins, Shawn Michaels when I can. They always do Shawn Michaels dirty though.
For real.
Like-
Well, the 05 Shawn Michaels is nice.
I mean, like, yeah, the 05 in the 2022.
Yeah.
But the fucking like old Shawn Michaels
Dude,
with the lazy eye.
terrible.
they-
There's something wrong with the picture. I think they changed it, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They fucking made his overall 87. I'm like, damn, that's higher than he didn't even wrestle. That's
Yeah.
higher than like
Yeah.
87.
You know-
5 points deducted from like crown jewel. It was that bad. It was
Yeah. I don't think I don't know if everyone knows this, but when I was went to WrestleMania 38, I played in a WWE 2K22 tournament right when it dropped.
How'd you do?
I went undefeated 12-0. And this really made me strategize who I use when I play competitively. I use Edge. The reason is running finishers are way harder to counter, way harder to time the counter. Diving finishers are really too easy to counter, so I stopped using guys like Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles for the phenomenal forearm. So I think Edge would be my go-to guy, or Roman Reigns is like the hardest person to pin in the game because of his 95
Yeah.
overall, and he's a 99 in 2K23,
I know.
the highest in wrestling video game history.
That's fucking. I think that's a little too far, man.
Yeah, the last one was
Especially for
98 Undertaker. and,
especially for someone
09.
who's never ever beaten Seth Rollins. Never in his life he's beaten Seth Rollins
That's
in a
true.
one-on-one match.
But never has Seth Rollins had a 900 plus K title reign. So
He could have. He beat Roman Reigns.
by DQ.
He still beat him. Still beat him. That's one loss in Roman Reigns' title reign.
I'm a Seth Rollins fan. I wouldn't be mad if he took that title.
Me neither. Honestly,
Yeah.
over Cody, maybe.
Oh no, but this Cody Seth can have a beautiful rivalry over this title.
I hear they're going to do a triple threat at Backlash: Roman, Seth, Cody. But that's just
What?
a rumor. That'd
Dang.
be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a rumor. But,
Let's see what happens.
Well, let me see. I think we should do a little fun
Smash-
thing.
Smash-
Smash
Are
or
we doing
pass?
Smash or Pass again?
You want
on-
to do Smash or
We're playing
Pass?
Smash or Pass on the wrestling video games
Every single pro wrestling game to ever
to
exist.
ever exist. Jake will pull up the list, and
Oh.
we're gonna smash them or we're gonna pass them.
Okay. We're talking about every single. What we're
And if we haven't played them, it's automatic pass.
nope, it's automatic smash.
Wow.
We're just like that.
Wow.
Well,
WWF No Mercy.
we're gonna go through AEW games. AEW Casino, Double or Nothing,
Yeah.
2020 for iOS and Android.
Pass. The GM one is fun though.
AEW Elite GM.
Oh no. Battery is low.
Battery's running low.
It's running. The battery's running.
Alright, Richelle.
Alright, time to move it. I'm gonna eat lunch like in a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we might end off in a few minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Close personal.
Okay. Instead of doing Smash Press, I might just name every single one.
Okay, and just say up down.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Up, down, Smash Pass, AEW Casino, Double or Nothing, it's up, pass.
Down.
AEW Elite GM for iOS and Android.
Up.
AEW Fight Forever. We don't know. Oh my god. All Japan Pro Wrestling on the SNES. We don't know. All Japan Pro Wrestling Dash World Strongest Tag Team 1993 SNES.
I don't know.
All Japan Pro Wrestling Jet 1994 for Game Boy.
I don't know.
All Japan Pro Wrestling 2, 3, 4 Budokan.
I don't know.
All Japan Pro Wrestling featuring Virtua 1997 on Sega Saturn.
Smash. No, I'm just
That was the
kidding.
one. That was the one.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
King's Soul, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Giant Graham, okay, no more All Japan Pro
Skip the
Wrestling.
New Japan stuff, man.
This is All Japan. Now we're talking about All Japan Women's.
Oh. They have a whole video game for just women?
They have like 6.
Wow.
Dump Matsumoto.
All right.
Fire
Moto from Madagascar 2 has made his video game appearance.
Fire Pro Women All-Star Dream Slam on the SNES.
Smash!
Fire
Smash!
Pro Wrestling Queen Special on the
Smash!
TurboGrafx Wrestling Universe. Fire Pro Women All Japan Women's
Fire Pro Women.
Fire
them
Okay,
all.
ECW. ECW Hardcore Revolution for the N64, PlayStation, Game Boy Advance. Or
I've seen the gameplay. Haven't
Dreamcast.
played it.
Yeah. ECW. Are we still recording?
I think so.
ECW Anarchy Rules on the PlayStation and Dreamcast for 2000. And then New Japan has like 15 games. But
Alright.
I haven't played any of them, but I played Fire Pro Wrestling World.
I'll call that. Just rank your top 3 wrestling video games, man. 3 to 1. What's your top 3 wrestling video? That's too long of a list.
There's only like
How many All Japan video games are there?
okay, well
All right.
I'm so glad you asked. My top 3.
Yes, we're gonna finish off on a top 3 wrestling video games of all time, personal favorites for Jake and for myself. Jake, what's your number 3?
It's got to be 2007 just because of the nostalgia factor.
For sure.
It's the first video game or first wrestling video game I've ever played. It's the first thing that's ever introduced me to wrestling.
Yeah.
And I played it for a good minute.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that. For my number 3 is gonna be the original SmackDown versus Raw. That came out in 06 or 05 technically.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead. Number 2.
My number 2, I guess is gonna have to be SmackDown v Raw 08.
Oh, very nice.
I love 08. I probably played 09 more. Well, hold on, time out.
Oh wait, GM mode was awesome too.
It's not 08. I changed my mind.
What? What's number 2?
Number 2 is gonna have to be WWE. I'm gonna have to say 2K16.
Mm.
And the only reason why I say that is because that's probably the most hours I've played it on.
Yeah, makes sense.
And like, because I just play Universe mode constantly. Like, I've played that for like a good minute, and I love WWE 12, 13. They're probably like top 5.
Yeah.
But number 1 is probably 08, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
My number 2 is it's gonna be Crush Hour for sure.
Yeah,
Crush Hour is just
I
so
need to
much
check out
fun.
Crush Hour.
Please,
That sounds so fun.
everyone who is listening or watching or absorbing this, please check out Crush Hour.
Fucking
Please. And my number 1 would have to be SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Although honorable mention, SmackDown. Shut your mouth.
hell yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Well, this has been a fun episode. A little short. Sorry for the inconvenience. We missed our episode last week due to,
We just want to give you guys a little break.
yeah,
You know,
well,
give you a little rest time so we can come back.
We didn't want to make you feel
Oh,
restless.
Yeah. She's slapping her knee.
But no, we just couldn't find time to meet.
Yeah. But we know you guys have been restless for this next
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
We keep it short for you guys, but don't worry, we are uploading content to our YouTube almost every single day. So be sure to check us out on YouTube at The Wrestless Podcast.
And check out TikTok and check out Hawaii.
Oh my god.
Richelle's TikTok.
All of our socials will be presented here. And as always,
All
right.
And as always,
Always
Oh my god, I got gunpoint. Stay restless.
stay restless.
Yes!
Let's go.